Rajan was a schoolteacher in a small town in Tamil Nadu who lived a deeply frugal life. He wore the same 3 sets of clothes in rotation for decades, took the bus, and cooked his meals at home. Yet when his granddaughter Priya opened his will, she found a staggering inheritance, 87.4 lakhs. Rajan didn't win a lottery, and he never earned a high salary. Starting at age 25, he simply invested 2,000 rupees every single month, no more, no less, and never touched it for 40 years. This graph illustrates how we intuitively expect money to grow. We naturally think in terms of simple interest, a flat, predictable stairstep where you earn a fixed amount every year. But Rajan's wealth follows a very different shape. It is a massive, sweeping curve. As the curve expands on screen, it reveals the mathematical engine driving that growth, the compound interest formula. Here, interest earns its own interest. Your money makes money, and those new returns generate returns of their own. This mathematical phenomenon is so remarkably effective that it is frequently attributed to Albert Einstein as the eighth wonder of the world. The famous quote goes, "He who understands it, earns it. He who doesn't, pays it." Mastering the mechanics of this specific algebraic equation is the strict dividing line between spending your life working for your money and having your money work for you. Looking closely at the formula, one variable stands out. The t, representing time in years, sits up in the corner as an exponent. That tiny placement makes it the most powerful lever in personal finance. We can see the exponent's power in this split chart. If you invest 1 lakh at age 25 and wait 40 years, it grows to over 45 lakhs. But if you wait until age 45 to invest that exact same amount, you retire with less than 7 lakhs. Think of this process like a snowball rolling down a steep mountain. In the first few years, it barely gathers any snow, but as the surface area grows, it picks up mass faster and faster. The most dramatic wealth generation happens in the final years, not the beginning. To calculate this growth in your head, you can use a shortcut called the rule of 72. As shown here, if you divide 72 by your expected annual interest rate, say a 12% return, you get exactly how many years it takes for your investment to double. In this case, 6 years. At that 12% rate, a single investment has enough time to double 7 completely separate times over a standard 40-year career. 1 lakh becomes 2, then 4, 8, 16, and so on. You cannot replace lost time by simply depositing a higher principal later in life. A decade lost to waiting is mathematically impossible to fully recover. Compound interest is a neutral mathematical force. If you look at the rate variable, the r in our equation, you'll see that this exact same mathematical force can be turned directly against you. Take a look at this red curve. This charts a standard 50,000 rupee credit card balance at a 36% annual rate, compounded monthly. If you only make the minimum payments, the monthly interest actually exceeds what you pay off. Over 10 years, that 50,000 rupee debt swells to over 16.6 lakhs. The second thief is inflation. It effectively runs the compound interest formula in reverse. Historically averaging around 5 to 6% in India, inflation continuously erodes the purchasing power of uninvested cash. This chart shows why the number on your bank statement isn't the whole story. To find your real return, you have to subtract the inflation rate from your nominal investment return. A 12% return in a 5% inflation environment is actually a 7% real return. Choosing to keep your money strictly in cash out of caution, or carrying high-interest debt, are both mathematical guarantees that you will lose wealth over your lifetime. Returning to Rajan's 40-year timeline, this pie chart breaks down exactly where his 87.4 lakhs came from. His total contributions account for less than 11% of the final amount. The other 89% was generated purely by compound interest. The modern tool used to replicate Rajan's exact discipline is a systematic investment plan, or SIP. It automates a fixed monthly contribution into a mutual fund. As the pie chart morphs into an escalating bar chart, we can model Priya's new math. Inspired by her grandfather, she sets up her own SIP, investing 5,000 rupees a month starting at age 22. Each individual monthly deposit begins rolling down the mountain, starting its own separate compounding snowball. Over 43 years, assuming a standard 12% return, Priya's total contributions of roughly 25 lakhs will grow into a staggering final retirement corpus of 3.54 crores. The eighth wonder does not require a massive salary or specialized Wall Street expertise. It is simply an invisible employee working tirelessly in the background. And the absolute best time to hire it is today.